viewers, Libby Girl News reporting once again from the Good and Beautiful News Network with another uplifting story for you. The title of this story is Northwest Weekend 1984 and is about a young lady, Miss Hopeful, who became transformationally convicted during a church service at Northwest Weekend 1984. Fall of 1984, Miss Hopeful started attending college at Rexburg, Idaho, and attended Sabbath church services at Blackfoot, Idaho, only one Sabbath. The sermon was about checking your tires and radiator hoses to make sure they were in good condition before going to the Feast of Tabernacles. For reasons God only knows, Miss Hopeful did not attend church at Blackfoot for the rest of the year. However, she did attend Northwest Weekend 1984 at Portland, Oregon, where something amazing happened. Let's listen in as Miss Hopeful returns to church at Blackfoot, Idaho, after returning from December break in the Portland, Oregon area.
Hello, Miss Hopeful. It's good to see you. I remember you attending once last fall. Where have you been?
I guess I was progressing towards a regular Sabbath practice. I kind of kept the Sabbath. While I was at college, I would go to the library at times and read church literature.
Well, how do you feel now?
Well, I heard a very inspiring sermon at Northwest Weekend when I was in Portland during December break. The title was Strive to be a Fool. I never heard anything like it before. It was based on 1 Corinthians 1:27. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to shame the things which are strong.
Well, that does sound interesting. How did that affect you?
It's hard to explain. I was so captivated by the sermon that I felt a powerful desire for more, and I realized that church was a place where I could find more of that amazing spiritual stuff that fascinated me.
Wow, I've been attending church my whole life and don't think I've ever experienced anything quite that dramatic.
During the whole trip back to Idaho, it was like there was two voices contending in my brain. One was negative, telling me people at church would look at me funny for attending once in the fall and then not attending for the next several months. The positive voice countered every time with a conviction that what people thought didn't matter, and the opportunity to connect with God on the Sabbath was more important than worries about what people, relatives, friends, or anybody else would think.
Wow, it sounds like there is no stopping you now.
Yes, I am delighted to have experienced the miracle of a powerful Sabbath conviction developing in my heart, and my Northwest Weekend 1984 was truly transforming.
Well, viewers, it should please you to know that 38 years later, Miss Hopeful's Sabbath conviction persists. Miss Hopeful went on to attend regularly at the Blackfoot congregation during the remainder of her time at Rexburg College. I hope you have enjoyed today's story and encourage you to pray for such miracles to take place in other people's lives, maybe even during Northwest Weekend 2022. Until next time, keep your eyes open for God's intervention in your life.